In a universe where life does not end at death, we explore the infinite possibilities forged by our very minds. Welcome to Arthadian Anthologies. In the heart of this dark space, you sit at a desk. Before you is all the notes that you've taken regarding the deep insights in which the famed emperor had. Thinking about this, you sit there, and then you hear my son. What are you going to do now?
The history that you gave me was mostly complete, but considering that you weren't there for the end of it, I kind of want to see it for myself. But I don't know what planet it was that it happened. Do you think you could show me? I'll pull up my codex and pull up some sort of map of like the known cosmic realms and ask the familiar if it remembers what planet the final battle took place on.
My final battle?
No, the one where the previous ruler of the realm beneath the realms met his end.
That is something I do not remember, my son.
Well, if you don't know, then there must be someone that does. Someone that remembers from before that wasn't affected by the reset.
Perhaps you can ask that creature.
Sorry, help me out here. I don't remember which creature he's referring to.
He's referring to the
ambiguous one?
Yes.
Okay. I'm still in that dark space where I haven't left it, right? Where the Emperor was?
Yes.
Okay. If I remember correctly, I was able to speak and it was able to respond.
It had a frame. A sin frame.
Hello there, I'll say out loud.
You say out loud, your voice echoes, hello there, hello there, hello there. As it echoes, you hear, hello.
I just hear it. No, there's no like form that appears. There's
No.
just a reverberation.
You just hear, hello.
Am I speaking to the one who helped me get here so far?
Correct.
And this might be a bit of a guess, but I think it's rather educated. You know about the reset and what happened before it. And maybe orchestrated it, right?
No response.
I'll take that as a yes. Whether you did orchestrate or not doesn't really matter, but I assume you do know the final conflict that occurred right before the reset, where it happened, or one might even say during the reset, where it occurred, where the previous ruler of the realm beneath the realms briefly broke into this core realm and attempted to grasp the entirety of it.
No response. Information gathered. Can only be gathered through transference.
You're talking about another deal.
Indeed.
You know, the last one left kind of a bad taste in my mouth. Especially since towards the end of it I didn't have one anymore.
A price to pay to get what you wanted. You got what you wanted.
That I did. Can you promise me that that won't happen again? If you can't, that's fine. I just want to be prepared for what it is that I will be eventually coming into.
You will avoid all of my pieces.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So,
As long as you can handle yourself.
I think I've proven so far that I most certainly can, even in adverse situations. So, let's get to the deal. And I'll beckon the raven to jump off the desk and onto my shoulder.
You wish to return to the scene of the event.
The scene where I believe there will be the remnant of a doorway into the place I wish to travel.
To do such a thing would be suicide.
Suicide. And yet, one such creature did it before. Went there strong enough to claim the realm beneath the realms as their own.
Lothiok was
Yeah.
born there.
Lothiok was born there. Born there. Powerful.
Lothiok was but a piece.
A piece. That's not something the Emperor knew.
The Emperor didn't know much about the realm beneath the realms.
So then,
You do know this. That
Yes, yeah.
He wasn't
super well informed.
super well informed about that. But Regal entities, on the other hand,
He was very well informed.
he understood them.
If I am going to become powerful enough to claim such a throne, I think you might be someone to help me with it. You don't like the currently established group of regal entities, do you?
No response.
I begin to see the pattern in your communication. Given that you don't, would it not be beneficial for you at some point to have at least one of them deposed and someone that you knew, someone that you could understand, replace them?
The plan is already in motion. Are you trying to convince me to make you a piece?
I feel like I'm a piece already. If I can be asked loyally so to reach into other times and fulfill your will, I'd say that's a pretty good demonstration of one's loyalty.
What you desire, I cannot give you.
No, but you can help. I will need power. That I understand. And power, though, can be achieved by oneself. My time in the Rune Fortress has shown me that with friends and allies it is much easier, and with powerful friends and allies, the opportunities are near limitless.
And you want to have that power.
Call it a legacy.
I will help you to the pathway that you seek. You must walk the pathway. If you fail, I will not assist.
I don't plan on failing.
But first, what I want.
Something I have yet to fully grasp, so please enlighten me.
There is a fracture inside the core. A fracture that is evading me. You are a part of it.
A fracture in time.
Correct.
Well, I've shown to be more than helpful with dealing with temporal aberrations on your behalf.
I will do the same as I did before. You will be sent to an alternate version of yourself in an alternate time. At this point, things will be different. Many things. Are you prepared?
Many things will be different, but I will be the same.
Yes.
Very well.
When you go, find William Soar.
Always with the William Soar. Very well.
When I say find William Soar, I mean...
And William Soar?
No.
No? He looks surprisingly shocked considering his prior objective.
You will not find him. Find William Soar. As that happens, you feel a charge of energy flow through the entire space, and then a huge you wake up inside your chamber. Are you an orbital or you were an orbital or
I was a seminary forger.
Okay, seminary. You wake up inside your chamber on the harbor. You look over and you check your codex and you see the date. It is about a few marks before the mission to go to Excantor.
Mm-hmm.
Your master, Telvin, informed you a couple of days ago about it.
Mm-hmm.
But your memory is starting to get kind of twisted a bit.
Okay.
As you begin to remember two sets of memories.
Mm-hmm.
One set where you're going to be working alongside William Soar, and when certain things start to fall into place, you'll begin to notice some things, and it is at that point you will act against William Soar.
Okay.
Then there is also other memories in which you are told what you are going to do is you're going to go and kill Emperor Zahn. Both of the memories are towards killing Emperor Zahn, but the one of them, William Soar, is not in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
He is missing.
That's strange. He said that I need to find William Soar, but that he wouldn't be there. I think that's what he's referring to.
You are inside the room, your chamber. What do?
Well, right now I'm still in good standing with the Rune Forgers.
Yes.
And I know that Master Reich Telvin is on the Runic Council.
Yes.
And so is Master Forger Ariel Soar.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's one person that might know, two people probably know where he is. That would be Ariel or Thadian. How to approach them? I am going to contact Master Reich Telvin, and I am going to ask him if the Runic Council is going to be meeting before
the mission?
Before the mission, yes.
You go and contact him. Are you contacting him via Holovid, or are you going to message him, send him a message?
I will message him.
Okay. You send him a message asking when the next council meeting is before the actual mission. You send him this message. He responds back with we will be meeting approximately 12 hours before the initial start.
Okay, so I know in my previous life, I was present for the group meeting, right?
Yes.
Between the
That wasn't for the Rune Forgers themselves. That was for
the Alliance.
Yeah, basically everything.
Okay, this is just for the Rune Forge,
Yes.
the Rune Council. I will ask if I can be there as like a part of his what do they call that? His basically as like a bodyguard or something like that. Part of his, for lack of a better term, entourage. Part of his entourage.
He specifies no rune forgers will be allowed inside this meeting.
I see. It will just be the Runic Council.
Yes.
Okay. Dead end. Can I look into Emperor Zon's memories and see if he knows anything about the previous entanglements that William had? That he may parallel this current timeline in some way. Places he visited, people he saw.
The things that, for Emperor Zon, you don't know much because Emperor Zon was missing for some time before, like, William was specifically going to go and, like, the whole genocide thing of the Cantorites was specifically to go and save Emperor Zon.
Okay. So currently, what I know is that right now Emperor Zon is
captured. Yes.
And William Soar
is missing. And this is William's like whole plan, like whole thing is to genocide all of Excantor.
I see. I have a plan beginning to form in my mind now. Okay. Had I met Thadian Soar at all?
Inside this timeline,
Not yet.
you have seen him in passing.
Okay.
You have not introduced yourself.
Okay.
Inside the other timeline, you did get a chance to... No, you didn't. You only saw him in passing until you guys met up inside the squadron together.
Okay. But would I be able to message him?
He would be inside the Runeforger database, yes. His codex information.
Okay. There's two people who would definitely know where he is. Thadian and Ariel. Ariel, stronger than Thadian, I think. Would be more difficult to confront them, both of them, either of them, head on. So, the other option would be to try and coerce the information out of them. Somehow manipulate what I know will happen and what is happening to try and get them to tell me. I can tell them that I have information from Emperor Zon that is for William's eyes and ears only, and convince them that I need to know where he is so I can deliver it. Or if they know someone who does know where he is or who he's with, that'll work. Okay. I will go onto my codex and I will message Thadian Soar that I have received a message from Emperor Zon, a secret coded message that is for William Soar, for William Soar's own eyes only. And
You're saying this to
Thadian Soar.
Thadian Soar? Are you trying to do this anonymously, or are you trying to do this?
I will do this anonymously.
Okay, I need you to roll me a computers check.
Oh boy, it's been a while.
Yep.
Starting it off not so strong.
Oh, it's a total.
Total 8.
You feel like you are able to do it anonymously.
Okay. I will say that right now I'm on the harbor. I want to do this as far away from...
Wait, so
Yeah.
specifically what are you sending?
I am going to send him that an anonymous, hopefully an anonymous person has received information, a desperate emergency message transmission from a captive Emperor Zon for William Soar. And I don't know where he is, but I know that Thadian does.
So you're trying to do this as if you are Emperor Zon? Or as if you are...
As if I have been contacted by Emperor Zon.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. So technically not lying. Well, kind of. But I'm not going to try and impersonate Emperor Zon. I'm going to say that I'm an ally, an informant.
okay.
And say that I need to meet up with Thadian Soar and find out where William Soar is so that I can deliver this message from Emperor Zon.
Alright. You send that message out.
Do I get a response?
No.
No.
As you sit there, waiting, what do you do?
That's not... I'm on the harbor right now in the Runic Seminary.
Yes.
Do I know where Ariel or Thadian Soar would be?
Aerial Soar would have a place on the orbital one of the runic core.
Okay.
She would also probably have a place on Archaea at the Castel, Soar Castel.
I will message Thadian that I will meet him at the Soar State, and I will get passage to Archaea.
Okay. All right.
Is there a pillar transport on near the Runic Seminary?
Yes.
Okay.
So you go to the pillar transport, the runic seminary, and as you get there, the transport transports you to Archaea, to Anesso. As you get to the ring of Anesso, where all the other Castell's estates are, you go over to the Soar Castel.
Yes.
You see from beyond what looks like the gates. Well, the gates themselves look like a glistening turquoise metallic.
Mm-hmm.
And the estate itself also has that same metallic glistening of a turquoise coloration. And as you look at it, you hear, "Halt."
So I just get thoughts. I get words in my head.
Yes.
Hello?
Who goes there?
No, you don't need to slam the door in my face. I am a rune forger. I'm looking for specifically Thadian Soar or William Soar.
You begin to feel something kind of encroaching on your mind.
Mm-hmm.
And roll me a perception check.
Here we go. That's much better. 29.
You look down and you see the metal is almost like it's encroaching closer and closer towards you on the ground.
I'll take a step back, try and prevent it from like grabbing onto me, which I assume it's trying. It's like groping for me. And I will say, do you know where William Soar or Thadian Soar are? I need to get a message to William Soar. It's from Emperor Zahn.
What is the message? Tell me now.
I can't tell you.
Tell me now.
Fine. Do you promise to tell me where he is so that I can give it to him? If I do tell you?
Tell me now, and I will give it to him myself.
You can do such... You know where he is. You can do such a thing.
When he returns.
It can't wait. Where is he? I need to give it to him as fast as soon as possible.
Why do you want to know? And as that happens, I need you to roll me a discipline roll check.
Okay. I think I'll use Disciples' Will on this one. Critical.
What's the total?
30. Plus Disciples' Will. I guess I can roll that too.
Wait, is it a skill or is it...
It's a feat. So it's not a roll. 35.
35, okay. Okay. As you basically feel this... The encroaching sensation gets harder and you fight it off. As you fight it off, you feel it trying to understand you, and then it stops. I will not allow you to stay here. My master will return. When he returns, you either tell me the information you want him to know, or you leave.
He's been gone for how many cycles now, though?
Not gone for many cycles. He's been gone for 5 marks.
That's something I didn't know, is it? He's been gone. The Emperor... If you won't tell me where he is, then I need to go find Thadian.
Go find the Master's son. I will not let you in. You hear, like, his voice has gotten angrier and angrier as this has continued to go on.
Very well. I will leave, but I did message Thadian Soar to meet me near his estate. So
okay,
I'm going to get out of range of the angry metal.
Yeah.
And wait.
All right. You get out of range of the angry metal. And wait, how long are you waiting?
I guess. Have I gotten any sort of response on the codex message?
No response.
No response. I'll wait an hour. And then a thought comes to my mind. I saw him use the spectacles of truth to find the right location for something, didn't I?
You did.
Wonder if the spectacles of truth are somewhere in the estate or not. That angry metal is going to be... try to stop me. Okay, I got an idea.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead.
Gotcha. I'm not going to go in there because the angry metal will stop
will
me.
Kill you.
Yes, absolutely. I know. Right. So I need to. If either Thadian is going to come here and maybe allow me entrance to get to either the spectacles, or he can tell me himself where William is. Either way, I'll wait an hour, 2 hours.
Okay. You wait an hour, 2 hours. In that time, around the 2.5 hour mark, you get a check it.
Mm-hmm.
It is Master Tevin.
Okay.
And he says, "Where are you?"
I am on the Ring of Anesso in Archaea. Why do you ask?
We need to talk.
So here's a question. Have I had, like... Is this, like, a part of the remaining... Have I had the conversation I'm going to go to with Reich Telvin before? Is this part of, the normal timeline?
As you think about this, yes, it is part of the normal timeline.
Okay.
This conversation is about hunting down Emperor Zahn.
Okay. So, this conversation...
But when you had this conversation, it had to do with the fact that William Soar was going to be a part of the team to go and find Emperor Zahn.
That's strange. But William Soar...
Is not here.
So the conversation will be different. Okay. I will go back.
Alright.
And I will meet with Master Reich Telvin.
Okay. As you go back, you return back to the runic seminary.
Mm-hmm.
Upon showing your runic strap to the mages, they sent you over using the pillar transport back to the seminary. And once getting back to your chamber, the chamber door slides open, and you see inside is Master Telvin and Thadian Soar.
Okay.
Telvin looks over.
Master Telvin?
Apprentice, Pallas, come, have a seat.
Very well.
And
if I may, right? Is me sitting. What is it going to be like? Is it like me facing them, or?
It looks like you're facing them, and it looks like Telvin is concerned and also irritated.
I see.
And Thadian looks over at you, curious. Mostly curious, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. I'll sit down.
Okay, you sit down in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
Door slides open. Slides closed behind you. Forger Sword here tells me that you sent him a message.
I did.
Is there a reason why you sent him a message about William Soar?
There is. I've received a message from Emperor Zahn.
Roll me a deception check.
I will use charming to the feature to add +5 to my roll. $26.
Thadian comes up to you. Well, steps up and he looks at you. He's like, "What is this information?"
I can't tell you.
I am my father's son.
You could be a formless.
And Reich looks at you and like his eyes widen at you, like he's like, "What are you doing right now?"
Okay. I'm going to ignore that.
Okay.
And say, this needs to reach William Soar. And he can tell you later if he wants, but it needs...
My father is missing.
He's missing.
Yes.
Missing where?
We don't know.
Where was he last seen?
Huvero.
Archaea.
Yes.
I mean, And you haven't been able to raise him on communications?
No.
Well,
He was there to try to get the support of...
the Empress of Uvero, yes.
Yes. He was able to. But he went missing at the end of it.
Oh, no. I will side-eye Reich Telvin, and then I will try to exclude him from the conversation and go to William Soar.
Wait. Why? You're going to try to exclude your master from the conversation and try to talk to Thadian about William Soar?
Maybe, I'm not going to have... It's going to be more than... It's not going to be more than a couple words, so I'm going to try and hide me saying a couple words to him so that Reich Telvin doesn't realize. It's not going to be more than just a couple words.
Okay, so is it going to be like a... Are you trying to do like a cipher or something? Like, are you trying to try to see if...
What prime... Is Master Reich Telvin a prime?
He is.
Has he ever shown that he can speak Majili?
He has never shown it to you.
But he's not Archaean.
He is not Archaean.
I will sort of line my body up so that my one hand is covering, like, so that he cannot see this side of my body, right? Like, basically just have my hand and draw on my, because Majili is only a written language, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I will draw on my with my finger on my armor, say, follow later.
To
Thadian Soar.
Roll me a stealth check.
$18.
Okay.
Okay, and I will turn to the master and say, Master, I know we have very important things to...
Forger Soar, can you give us the room for a moment? Yes, I can. And he nods and he leaves the chamber. And then you hear... What are you doing?
Trying to find out where William Soar is. What are
That
you
is
doing?
not the mission.
It's part of the mission.
The mission is to deal with Emperor Zon.
Don't say his name. I know what the mission is.
Is there something wrong with you?
I have never been...
He comes up to you, he's like, what happened?
Told you, I got a message from Emperor Zon.
So you're trying to find William. Why?
To relay the message. I understand that it seems contradictory what we need to do to the Emperor and what I'm doing right now.
William did go missing.
Okay. We need to find him.
And who is we?
We, the Runic Council. We, the Rune Forgers. We, the people that need to go exterminate Excantor.
I have an idea of who we is.
Do you know? I doubt it.
Apprentice.
Yes, Master.
Who gave you this mission?
No one did. It's my mission.
Stop acting a fool. If you want to find William Soar, go to Hoovero yourself. Don't drag his family into it. You'll only cause them to see who you truly are.
That's interesting coming from you, Master. I'm surprised.
I dabble with them a tiny bit. I don't try to make them my friends. You trying to cater to his Forger Soar's emotions by using Emperor Zon. Speak to me first before you try anything like that again.
What needs to be done in the coming marks will be done. But this message is important.
Yes, and the mission is important as well.
And I plan to get both. And I will walk out.
Alright. You walk out. The door slides open and closes. What do you do?
I will start leaving the runic seminary, I assume where we met. No, we were on the...
you are in the runic seminary.
In the runic seminary?
Yeah.
I will leave and I will watch for anyone tailing me.
Alright. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
$27.
Someone is telling you, yes.
Anyone I recognize?
Look, it feels like Forger Soar.
Soar. Okay. I will go to the pillar transport. I will take the pillar transport back to Archaea.
Okay, to Hoovero specifically?
So...
There is a pillar transport to Hoovero.
Okay, and not the Ring of Anesso, it would be.
Not the Ring of Anesso.
Okay. And so I will take it to Hoovero.
Okay. Alright, let me do something real quick. You... As you exit out of what looks like a large, almost tent-like structure, you see two figures step forward. They have multiple wraps around their arms, and they have it almost looks like a tunic-like suit. They step before you exit out of this tent-like structure. And they look at you.
Okay.
Who comes to Hoovero? They are Archaean.
Okay. Someone seeking an audience comes to Hoovero.
They look you up and down and they notice your runic strap. Rune Forger.
Mage.
We are warriors.
My apologies. But we are kin, are we not?
You are Archaean. You are from...
Laurel.
Very well. You may enter, and then you hear... behind you. Another rune forger. Indeed. And you look behind you and you see Forger Sor standing there.
Yes, he's with me.
Very well.
I will motion for him to follow. And then slow down pace so that he can catch up.
Alright. What is your plan?
With, you talking...
Thadian is talking to you,
Yeah,
yes.
he's talking to me. My plan is to find your father. If he was last known to be speaking to the Empress of Uvero, it stands to reason that she might know something of his whereabouts. Would you like to join me?
We've already been here. The Empress does not know.
You have not been here like I have been here.
Are you trying to speak to Empress Sayuda?
I will speak to Empress Ayuda.
Very well. Then let's go on ahead. And you guys begin to trudge your way through.
As we begin trudging through, I sort of look over at Thadian and just briefly overlay the image of him on the ground being torn apart by Skoda over his current face, and then think about how I told his mother to grab his body and flee. Just think about it. Keep going.
You trudge your way through the sand dunes of Uvero, the desert. It is dark and nighttime currently in Uvero. You see the stars above you, the cloudless sky. You see in the distance silhouettes of what looks like 3 massive towers. And as you head up another dune, you see these massive gates that are barring a colossal city. As you head over there, you reach the tower gates and they begin to open up for you. As you see mages beginning to use their what looks like geolinks to spread. The door is open.
I look at the geolink on my right arm as they do so.
You continue moving through. It is quiet here. You go to reach the palace doors. Palace.
Yeah.
And upon entering, everything is made out of sandstone.
Have we just been silent this entire time while we're walking?
Thadian seems to not want to talk. You can try to spark up conversation with him if you'd like.
Did you grow up with your father in your life much? I'll just, not staring at him, just say it softly. Or was he gone like this often?
He was not gone like this. I knew where he was at. He would visit me. But most of the time I was studying.
With your mother?
Yes.
Me too. I wasn't studying, I was helping tend the field. At least until the earthquake destroyed Laurel. that was the same day I found out I could runeforge. So, in a way, destruction.
Were you born before the reset?
I was.
Those must have been quite the fragments.
They were. But I survived them. Again, the hardship. Something came from it. I got stronger. I assume you did as well. But that doesn't make up for the fact that we lost the time with our fathers.
I'm sorry. You guys enter the palace, go up, and reach the Empress's chamber, where you see a servant is there, and they come up to you. Excuse me, Forges. Empress Ayuda wasn't expecting anyone.
No, I would be surprised if she was.
I am William Soar's son, Forger Soar. I am here because I have a few more questions to ask the Empress about my father's disappearance. Well, specifically my ally here. He has some new information that might prove useful, and we would very much like to hear if there's anything else the Empress might be able to provide to us. I see. Please, give me one moment. You see he steps back into the chamber as the chamber doors. Thadian looks at you. My father, he wanted to keep me from having to suffer the way he has.
Suffer the way he has? Do you think it was successful?
I think the suffering is inevitable.
Spoken like someone who's suffered. I think my father, even if I didn't know him for long, and I summon up my familiar on my shoulder, is always with me in some way. But
your father died before the reset?
When I was very young. The fragments of him are slim. But I remember a strong and cunning man.
The doors, and you see the servant comes out and gives a nod, and then opens the door. You see inside are lit candles, sconces, lanterns. As you enter inside, and you see along what looks like a long carpet draped across the ground up to a few steps and a throne. As you see a tall, towering woman with her hair cut to almost around her forehead.
Mm-hmm.
And you see a servant feeding her some grapes. As you look over and you see her, she looks over at you.
I will say the variety of grape that she is eating and say that My family used to make excellent wine out of those.
And you hear, "To whom do I owe the pleasure?"
Pallas Atheim, Your Excellency.
Forge a sore. Back again, Empress. Oh. A newcomer and the sorrowful boy. I told you everything that I knew about your father's disappearance. Yes. But I was wondering if you could help my ally here and I understand it a bit more. You said that there were witnesses. We do know that the main witness to my father's disappearance is Archmage Arcasia. But she only saw him walk off somewhere into a desert crater. Yes. My servants were in the area and they saw a flash of light. That flash of light, we don't know the origin of it. All we know it was cosmic in nature. I believe the remnants pointed back to some kind of spark energy. But then also there was a tonic energy that lurked within it.
Just very quickly, I think I already know the answer, but I would like to make a analyze check.
Analyze on Empress Iota?
Yes.
Okay. About what?
The truthfulness of her statements about not knowing where William Soar went. So, 15.
15? It seems as though she is being honest about it, but is leaving out something, potentially.
Okay. And I will look to Thadian and say, you've been to the crater?
Yes, we went there.
Not a trace.
No.
You said there was cosmic energy, spark energy, tonic energy, yes?
Indeed. At least that is what we were informed by from you lot, your rune forgers. And you see Forger Sword looks over and is like, and what of the assassins that tried to kill my father right before he left? Have you found them yet? Like I said before, most likely assailants were from Quaxia, not Huvero.
And did you ever get a description of the assailants? Physically, I mean.
Robes, zealots, you know, the type from Quaxia. And she just looks at you.
there weren't any sin frames among them.
Sin frames. And why do you say that? We are on Archaea, aren't we? This was a gathering of Archaeans, not of the metallic shells.
I understand. Just clarifying it. I do happen to know a couple sin frames myself among the rune forgers and not among the rune forgers. This particular one I met, black light with white scrawling.
You say this out loud?
I realize now that Thadian probably has met and knows the sign of such an entity. I will rephrase that. I will say... I will say there wasn't a sin frame emitting black light with white scrawling.
You say that out loud. William Thadian. Thadian quickly tilts his head over to you, like he's now very curious and cautious. And you see him inching his way towards one of his runes. And then you see...
I will see him inching his way towards his runes, and I will say, I know about it. Emperor Zahn told me.
Roll me a deception check.
I'll use charming to add +5 to my deception roll.
Wow.
And I'm going to be very glad that I added that, and also added lots of points to my deception.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 23.
You say that, and he looks at you. He's like, and you see Empress Iota looks over. Is like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
As I figured. And with the crow still very... what do they call it? With the crow still very prominently on my shoulder, I will just pet it and say, Empress, I am sorry for wasting your time. Obviously, you don't have any knowledge of anything involving William Soar. We are sorry for wasting your time. We will leave your city.
Thank you. You know your way out. And Thadian is just hesitant for a second. And
taking the moment he has to hesitate, I will, if there's even a moment where we are out of eyeshot, I will have my familiar fly off and go to any sort of perch. Where it can just sit.
Okay. Inside the...
No, outside.
Okay.
So that it can, after we leave, it can fly back in and converse with Empress Iota. Because it can speak any language that I have.
All right. You let it perch off, and Thadian walks with you and is like, that could have been very useful to know.
Yes, it would have been also very useful to know that you already had a location. So, slap on each of our wrists.
I told you that we already went there.
Not before we got into the chamber of the Empress. You said he was in Hoovero. You didn't say you knew the place he had disappeared from.
It was a crater, yes.
Then we should go there. Don't you agree?
There was nothing left there. What did the Emperor say?
The Emperor said that the son of Jarath Demento would seek to kill both him and William Soar. I don't know how. I assume some oracle told him this.
Roll me. I'm just gonna have it roll freaking analyze. The son of Jarath Demento. To kill my father.
And Emperor Zahn.
And Emperor Zahn. And Emperor Zahn relayed this information to you. How?
Some telekinetic link, some message. I don't understand.
Why you?
Why me?
Yes. Why the significance of you, Pallas? Is Pallas your name? Your actual name? You see him starting to break down some things.
Okay.
In his mind.
Pallas is my actual name. The name my mother gave me.
And who is your father? You see him go to his... You see him go to his runic strap. Mm-hmm. And a rune comes off of it. And we're going to end the session there.
Okay.
As Thadian gets ready to strike you.
Oh, fuck.
That was a good one, Ryan.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And we will continue where we leave off here. Oh, damn. Oh, okay. Well, thank you all for listening to this session, and if death comes to you, may you be reborn in power. End credits.